And we'll say good morning to you. We're broadcasting live on the road today. We're Pizza Inn. As soon as I walked in, I was greeted by Axel Steins, who's off today. School's out here today in Elizabethton City. Not sure why, but they are because anyway, they're out today. No matter what I think, they're out, and that's good. And so that means there's more people here coming to Pizza Inn. A lot of youngins in here, and that's good. So the buffet is up and running. What would go for $10.99, and then you roll right into the uh, evening buffet at $12.99. And today's also Kids Day. We're gonna let Eric talk about that coming up here in a second. So we got lots going on. It's the district tournament championship tonight. Lucas Honeycutt going after his fourth district tournament championship, his first since 2019. The opponent is a very good Tennessee High Viking team. We'll go in there at 7:15 from Sullivan East High School. The tip-off at 7:30. Last night, the girls ran into a buzzsaw. They can play. Daniel Boone is good as advertised. We were tied at 30. We had them by 7, 30 to 23. They tied it up at 30. Then after that, they, in the literal sense, flipped the switch. Outscored us 53 to 15 and won it going away 83-45. Daniel Boone, the district tournament champ. However, we still play basketball. We'll be playing on Friday night at home against the Granger Lady Grizzlies. 6:30 airtime, 7 o'clock tip-off. Again, Joseph Taylor's going to be helping me do that game, and we're looking forward to that. The Granger Lady Grizzlies coming to town. Elizabethton played them back in November, beat them 58-50, so be second time get a chance to play. But everything on the line on this one. You lose on Friday night, your season's over. So it'll be big, 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 as Barney told Andy. So we'll have that. But tonight it's the boys district tournament championship against Tennessee High, who's a very good basketball team. So let's hit the national anthem. He's here on his day off. How about that? Is that not impressive? I mean, this man wants to come hang out with us on his day off, which I really appreciate him doing that. That'd be the captain, as we call him, Eric Wilson, who is the general manager of said establishment. So let's hit it right here. Let's do the Kingdom Heirs out of Dollywood doing the national anthem. Then we'll talk to him about some hoops. We got a big night tonight, top 25 college basketball. Who does he think is the best team in the land? He studies college hoops, and so we'll see what he says. But first, the Kingdom Heirs on the Tom Daly Sports.
One, two. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
Back at the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we are here. He's here. He's our buddy Eric Wilson from right here at Pizza Inn. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for letting us come by and hang out with you. Lunch is being served. Of course, it's served all the time. Lunch, the buffet's at $10.99. How many pizzas? 18.
18, yes, sir. Yes,
18
12.
pizzas.
I would say regular, but they're not regular. You've
No.
got taco, loaded
No, yeah,
baked potato. So there's all kinds of crazy stuff, and we got 6 dessert pizzas.
yep. 12 pizzas and 6 dessert pizzas, plus 3 pastas. You've got the rotini noodles, which is my fave, sketty noodles and Alfredo. You got the salad bar on the other end.
Yes, sir.
You got the chocolate pudding.
Oh yeah, peaches.
You got to have chocolate pudding. It'd be un-American to got a pizza and not have chocolate pudding, which is what I'm going to snag here in a few minutes. But he's here. The buffet is on at $10.99. That's everyday buffet. Then in the evening we bump it up to $12.99, but still you can't beat it for what you get for $12.99. I mean, come on. And then today on Tuesdays, every Tuesday's Kids Day. Tell us about that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, kids night from 4 to 9. It's $3.99. Drinks are included. Kids ages 3 to 10.
Yep. So if you're heading the ball game tonight, if you're in Elizabethton, you say, you know what, we're going to swing through and get lunch or dinner before we head up to the district tournament championship. It's pretty cool. He being Lucas Honeycutt, who you played for, and Michael McMeans, the coach at Tennessee High. This will be the third time they've played head-to-head for the district tournament championship. First two is when McMeans coached at South, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yep.
I was lucky enough to be a part of one of those.
Mhm.
We were fortunate. We were able to win that game. So I hope they have the same luck tonight,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully Elizabeth can win.
Yep. So this will be his fourth time he's played McMeans head-to-head.
Yes.
He's 2-1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
McMeans got him once, and Lucas got him twice.
Yeah.
So, as we said, Lucas Honeycutt, 13 out of the 14 years he's been the head coach at Elizabeth has qualified for the regional. Such is the case this year, too. We'll play Saturday night at John Treadway. So, I'm going to plant the seed for you on Friday night before the ball game, 7 o'clock tip-off. Come here, have dinner, all-you-can-eat buffet, get your belly full of pizza and pasta and salad and chocolate pudding, whatever, and then come over to John L. Treadway and cheer on the Cyclones because the Lady Cyclones play Granger. They played them back in November and beat them 58-50. And so we'll have them for the regional quarterfinals. You win that game, you go to Granger this year. We go down to their end. So we'll go to Granger on Monday and play the winner of the Greenville-Crockett game. All right? Greenville-Crockett, yes. Greenville-Crockett game. So on paper, you'd say it's Greenville, but you never know. So that's what's going on Monday. But you got to win Friday, and it's a game by game now at this point. So, but anyway, the boys will play on Saturday at John Treadway. So even on Saturday, come over here, hit the buffet before the game. It'll be a 7 o'clock game too on Saturday evening, and come in here and wolf it down. You would appreciate that, wouldn't you?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we'll be ready.
Yep. Every time I talk to somebody that's dealt with Eric Wilson, they say he's the nicest guy in the world. He accommodates everybody, takes care of everybody, and that's what it's all about. You do a great job, sir.
I appreciate it. They must not know me too well.
Oh,
Thank you.
Fiddle-dee-dee. We know what great guy you are. So it goes back to the days I called his games for the Cyclones. How many years you been out now?
I graduated in 19, so
7 years
I was gonna
out?
say 7. Yeah.
Wow.
It's hard to believe.
It is hard to believe.
Yeah. Time went a lot slower when I was in school.
Yeah.
You know, in
It flies
class.
now, doesn't
Yeah,
it? Oh, yeah. Charles
crazy.
Bediaco, let's get your take on this. He is going to go to the Alabama Supreme Court and say, I want to play basketball. So 2 weeks after a Tuscaloosa County judge said you can't play, now they're going to appeal it. And so they want an interim injunction so till they make a final decision. He still wants to play, and the judge that told him no a couple of weeks ago told him no again yesterday. Said no temporary relief. We're going to wait and set this in front of the Alabama Supreme Court. Bediaco and his agent and Coach Nate Oates says, well, if we wait, the longer we wait, the less chance he has to play. That may be part of the process to string it out. So what's your take on leaving and coming back?
You know, I don't like it. I just, it doesn't seem right with the way college basketball and any sport in college has ever been played. I don't really know how it happened. I think Baylor was the first one to do it this year.
Yep.
And then Alabama kind of followed, but you know, there's high school kids coming in, JUCO transfers that have legit eligibility, and you know, this guy has already declared after the draft and played a little bit in the NBA Developmental League, so probably shouldn't be in college basketball.
I agree.
I don't think it really matters for Alabama. They're not going to win anything significant this year. They're a good program. They got a good coach, but they just don't have the team to do it this year.
Yeah.
So hopefully we won't have to worry about it, but it just isn't. They got to fix some stuff. They're doing a lot of good things in college sports right now, but this is not one of them.
No, it's not. I would agree with you 100%. And so Bediako. So, I kind of blame Nate Oates. He continues to push it. He could have just said, look, we're gonna skip this year. We're gonna let the courts take care of it, and but he still got out there with hope. The guy, when he came back and played, really wasn't all that effective, quite frankly.
No.
He was not. He's not a game changer. I mean, he's a big old boy. He's a skyscraper, but I was trying to see what his numbers were. Played 5 games, Alabama. Averaged 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 block a game while shooting 77%. So he's not a stiff. He's an okay player, but he's not an impact. We got to have him or else kind of player. So.
Not worth all this trouble. I think this is a lot of bad
good point.
PR for Alabama, and I think if they could do it over again, they probably would. But they're still pushing for it. So
they're still pushing.
Not. Yeah.
Top 25 out from yesterday after the show. That always comes out on Monday afternoon. Duke's the number 1 team in the country. You okay with that?
Yeah, I think so. After they beat Michigan, they probably they ought to take that spot. And Arizona has kind of been on a skid lately. They were the number 1 team for a while. I think Michigan's still that would be my team to win the whole thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
That's who I would pick.
So your top 10 goes Duke. This is a new poll. Duke,
Yep.
Michigan, Arizona, Iowa State, and Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Keep an eye on the Gators.
Yes.
Houston, who got beat again last night. They've lost 3 in a row. Purdue, Nebraska, UConn, and Illinois, your top 10. Tennessee back in. They cracked the top 25. They're at number 21 this week, 21, 22. And so, actually 21. So, no, they're 20, 22. They play tonight at Missouri. So, here's your schedule. Top-ranked Duke will be at Notre Dame. Number 3, Michigan hosting Minnesota. Shouldn't be a problem. Number 2, Arizona goes to Baylor. That shouldn't be a problem. Iowa State, 4th-ranked Cyclones go to Utah. And then 10th-ranked BYU will be at hosting Central Florida. Other games, only undefeated team left. Miami of Ohio, the Red Hawks go to Eastern Michigan. Virginia, 11th-ranked Cavaliers hosting NC State. Texas Tech, the Red Raiders at number 16 hosting Cincinnati. 23rd-ranked St. Louis will be at Dayton. Tennessee, number 22, Missouri. What's your take on the Vols?
I hope they win, but I've got a weird feeling.
It's a trap game.
It kind of, we've won 4 or 5 in a row. I think 8 of our last 9. I'm not saying we're due for a loss, but Missouri's a little bit better than I think people realize, and this is a road game, so they're never easy. I really hope we win, but this is a bad spot.
Yeah, trap game, I think. 9 o'clock again at Mizzou Arena at 9 o'clock tonight. So on the SEC Network, Tennessee and Missouri. So NBA, they're coming out with this anti-tanking rule. What do you think about all that?
I think it's a good idea. I always said I would tank if I was a general manager of a team. I would. If you don't have a chance to win, you might as well load up on young talent, and I think that's a good way to build assets and maybe be a better team in the future. But I don't know. I think the commissioner has really done a bad job for the last. I think he's had this for 10 years, and the league's just not what it once was. Nobody really watches it anymore. The players are. The competitiveness is just not there.
No,
all the money's guaranteed. It's really unfortunate for anyone who likes basketball that the professional product is in the state it's in, but this is just kind of the way it is,
TV ratings are in the tank.
Awful, yeah. And they don't really care because they've got all kinds of sponsors and they're making money either way. But that league used to be entertaining, but you turn a game on now, it'd make you sick.
Yeah.
The players are just all over the referees.
It's almost like watching a playground game. Really.
It is. It's a different game. So I miss the sport I used to watch and love. It's unfortunate what's happened, but I think it's the commissioner. I think you got to get a new commissioner in there, but I don't know who makes that decision, and I don't know if it'll ever happen, unfortunately. So.
Yeah. So when I watch NBA, I go back and watch the old DVDs, the Spurs and Tim Duncan, and I got some of those. And of course, I got the Larry Bird DVD. Do you have the Larry Bird DVD?
No, but I've seen highlights, and I've heard
Oh,
comparisons. Yeah,
I'm gonna hook you up.
yeah. I like Tim Duncan though. I agree with your. I like Tim Duncan. You remember Dirk Nowitzki?
Yeah.
I like Dirk. Michael Jordan was really good too. So there's been some great players coming through the game, and they have some good talent now. But
You have a DVD player?
I do have a PlayStation. I think that works. Is
Open
this
it
a
up.
Christmas gift?
That's yours.
Thank you.
Open it up right now. We'll make him a Christmas gift right here because I love this guy.
It's looking like a Celtics tape. It is. It's a Larry Bird basketball legend.
2 DVD, baby. You talking about? There you go.
Show it. Yep.
He will be. Put that bad boy in the DVD player tonight. It's 2 DVDs. One's on his autobiography story of Larry Bird, and then the second one is his highlight games tonight. He put 60. Oh gosh, what was it? 60 something one night. He and Dominic Wilkins, the Hawks, were going back and forth at the Garden, or no, down in New Orleans, when he put 63, and I think Dominic had 58 or whatever. It was an unbelievable game.
Yes,
So that's,
sir.
there you go. Merry Christmas, because he's a good guy.
It's back when they cared.
Yeah, so that's the product I like watching
Yes,
the
sir.
NBA. So there you go. We gave Eric Wilson his Christmas gift
Thank you.
on the air. Larry Bird.
Yes, sir.
He reminds me of Larry Bird when he played. He was relentless. He was relentless.
Larry Bird could shoot.
He made
I
everybody-
didn't shoot it that well.
When Eric Wilson played, he made everybody else on the team better.
No.
You could argue all you want to. I was there. I called the games all.
Appreciate it.
And I'm bigger than you, so there you go.
Thank you.
I love this guy. So you said right now, if I'm going to ask you on February the 24th, who's your national champion, you're going to say the Michigan Wolverines?
Michigan, yeah, I think Duke probably makes Final Four. I think Florida's really good too. I'm soured on Houston. I don't think they're that good anymore.
Everybody tells me UConn. I don't see it.
No, yeah, I watched them the other night. They're too slow. I'll be honest. I was out on Tennessee after the first month and a half, but watching some of these other teams, if we don't turn the ball over late, we can make a Sweet
Make a
16.
run.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Elite
Sweet
8
16.
maybe. And I think Vanderbilt's pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
I think Vanderbilt's pretty good. So, but I think Michigan's your best team.
Let's see. Who's on this side here? You got Illinois, Kansas.
Illinois can play too.
Michigan State, just because of Izzo, I think you got a chance. He's
Yes,
just such
sir,
a great
yeah,
coach.
Yeah.
St. John's, they won 13 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So Patino's got them playing pretty well. They play tomorrow night at UConn. That's going to be a good game. Arkansas, I watched him give one away the other night against Alabama.
Yeah.
I thought, good night.
I know.
Huh. No wonder Calipari has gray hair because these guys, they just blew it.
Yeah.
Guys missed a slam. It was a putback slam.
Yeah. Well, they controlled the whole game.
They did.
Yeah. I
Let it get away at the end.
turned it on with 5 minutes left, and Alabama had shot 80% in the second half. So.
Yep.
It's tough.
We're here again at Pete's Inn, folks, for the buffets at $10.99, and of course tonight it's $12.99. It is kids' night tonight, and again, all kids eat for $3.99. All you can get with an accompanied adult. So, as we said, before you head off to the district tournament championship, we've got that for you at 7:15 tonight, again against the Tennessee Vikings. Swing by here, Lucas Honeycutt going for his 4th district tournament championship, and so we will his first since 2019, and this team's really come on down the stretch. In large part, in my opinion, Jackson Buckles has really kicked it into gear. In fact, he reminds me a lot of you. He's a gamer, brings his lunch bucket, just plays hard, and he's emotionless. You never showed any emotion. You just played.
Thank you.
Yep, and so he does the same. So, and that's not thrown off on the other kids. But he's the one that's kind of stepped up and has been the missing piece offensively. He had 15 points and 12 boards on Saturday. So that's what we need, and so it's good. Then we'll roll right into basketball, into baseball. First broadcast March the 9th. We've got Milligan flag football coming up in March, so we got all kinds of stuff going on. In fact, the coach is here of the defending national champs. You know that? You know Milligan's flag football team is defending national champ on the B level?
I
You know that?
didn't, but I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
He coached me in 8th grade, and we were really advanced for a middle school team. We were at no huddle. I was like my second year playing, and he made me love it. I didn't love playing football because it was a little too physical for me. But when the season ended, I cried because I love Ryan Witten.
There you go.
He's
So he coached you in 8th grade.
Yep.
You've been out of school now, what do we say,
great.
7 years?
7 years, yeah.
That means he's getting long in the tooth, isn't it, Coach Whitten?
No, he looks the same, man.
He was coaching you.
He's not
He was
aged.
12 when he was coaching you. Oh, yeah.
He's
So
great.
that's awesome. It's just a number. You got it. We're going to take a break. Get Coach Whitten on. They won 24-0 in their season opener down in Georgia. And so they got their home opener Friday night here at Citizens Bank. Also coming up a little bit later on, Joseph Taylor. My buddy Joseph's coming.
Yes, sir.
I said, Pete's in. He said, I'll be there. That's all he
Yeah.
said. He didn't care what he said. I'll be there. And so he
Joe.
will. It's your day off. Go,
Tom.
man.
Yes, sir.
Go enjoy that Larry Bird
Grandmother's
DVD
I go.
too.
I appreciate that DVD.
Getting ready to have breakfast with Mams?
Yeah.
Oh,
I gotta
boy.
go. So.
You better go.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Should
And
get on.
trust me, for those of us who don't have loved ones now, we once had, get a chance to spend time with them, spend time with them.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Absolutely. Quick break. Ryan Whitten next, coach of the Milligan Flag football on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. A lot of jewelry stores. Why should we trade any time of the year at the Jewelers Bench?
Well, because you get customer service. We're there to help and with anything you need. You get personal service. Anytime that you need to talk to the jeweler, he's there to talk. And we treat you like family.
Yep. You're not just another person coming in. You actually take interest in these people.
We do.
Yep.
We do. And it means a lot.
Absolutely. And you're typically open 6 days a week. And
Yes.
so 7 days you're closed to be the Lord's Day. So how do we find you on Facebook?
So we're Jewelers Bench on Facebook and Instagram. And then we have a website, jewelersbenchtn.com.
And the magic phone number, just to call them.
Is 423-542-5600.
Call them anytime. They're there and you'll get a live body.
Yep.
Great sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, the great folks at the Jewelers Bench in Elizabethton. It's exciting Elizabethton Cyclone Boys Basketball District Tournament Championship. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Dr. John Midden and yours truly Tuesday night from Sullivan East High School as the Cyclones play the Tennessee High Vikings for the District Tournament Championship. Airtime at 7:15, tip-off at 7:30, audio only. It's the Boys District Tournament Championship, the Cyclones in Tennessee High. It all starts at 7:15 Tuesday night here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Elizabethton Cyclone basketball. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we're joined by Coach Whitten, head coach of the Milligan Flag football team, undefeated a 24-0 win last week over Georgia. The defending champ, it's B level, B class.
No, it's so they when you get out there, they after the pod play, they divide you into brackets. So last year was the last year of like everyone gets invited. So after the pod play, we lost the first two, so we were like the top seed of the bottom bracket, and then we ended up winning that B bracket. So we lost. First year we lost in the B bracket championship to Kansas Wesleyan, and then last year we won the B bracket championship. So we wanted to be up there in the gold bracket, but A bracket, but it didn't work out. But that was the next goal, right? You know, I mean, play mentality, play the next day. At least there's two teams that finished with wins in the NAI, and we were one of the two. So that's very that's a way to leave a season. Anytime you leave a season, you've won the game, the last game, you can you feel pretty proud about it. So it builds the momentum for the off season, and here we are sitting. It gave us a lot of notoriety. We got to stay longer out there in Kansas City, which was pretty cool. We had to go to a Royals game, and the Chiefs had a thing at the Arrowhead Stadium. So it's pretty awesome to have. NAI does its first class. That's why they do the things that they do. They're successful like they are, and it was a great experience. And then we came back and built that momentum for this year.
It's a big springboard, isn't it?
It is a huge springboard. You know, a lot of athletes get to learn a lot about ourselves and a lot about me. And you see the game, you get to interact with other teams that you don't really get to interact with during the season, just because there's a lot of dead time there with tournament play. But it was a remarkable experience, and we're super excited to get this season started. We got back. We got 26 players, 3 seniors, 6 juniors, 5 sophomores, and then the rest are freshmen. So we've got a great group of leaders, and then we've got a great group of youth that is going to have already instantly impacted our team.
So home openers Friday night. We
Yeah.
got Cyclone basketball. We are going to do some home games, the next round of the home games, and then Saturday you got a double dip. And so we've got Milligan basketball and Cyclone boys basketball on Saturday. But we got flag football down the road, and there's plenty of home games. So you go down with 24-0 down in Georgia. What was the tail of the table in that game?
Yeah, so me and Coach Witten there, Sean, they don't like it, but we schedule for a purpose. Why do we open up with Science Hill? Why do we have 6A teams on our schedule? Well, one, it's hard to find games in high school level, Elizabeth. But two, for Milligan, we want to do the same thing. We want to schedule the best of the best. Get on a charter bus, get out of town, go down, learn how to travel, learn how to little team bonding. There's not as many eyes on you out there. Kind of let loose, put your cell phones up, and really just go play ball. And then we come back, a little bit of the pressure's off of us a little bit, just because you do feel the need to succeed. So that everything's kind of planned that way. So we went down there. Bruton Parker is in Mount Vernon, Georgia, which is right below Augusta, it's hard to get to from here. So we went down there, played a good team. They had played 4 games before us in 2 weeks prior. So it was our first game. So there's always going to be kinks and things you scratch your head about. But everything that we did wrong, we can fix. So.
Wow.
We were able to jump on Parker Bridges, our new middle linebacker from Loganville, Georgia, freshman. She intercepted and had a pick 6, and then we just kind of started clicking. We jumped up 24-0 at halftime, and as Dave Ryder said, if they don't score, they don't win. So we use that mentality, right? As long as they don't score, they don't have a chance to win.
See, the girl I had on halftime was Jasmine. She came up there.
Jazz. Yeah, she's awesome.
She's all about
awesome,
it. She
yeah.
said, "You need me on the show at halftime." I said, okay.
Yes.
So, I put her on, and she was excellent. In fact, I want to say, all your ladies come on the show, and they all want to be on the show, and we appreciate that. But there's no does and us. They're very well spoken. They're very poised, and they don't do this. I mean, I'm the first person they've ever been on, or one of the few they've ever been on an interview. But they do a very, very good job, and so kudos to your girls. You're not again. These young ladies are very poised, well spoken, and some interviews I have, you get does and us, and that's not the case.
Yeah,
for them.
yeah, they're very well spoken. We practice some things that hey, just the way EQ, read the room, read the situation, know what's going on. Really promote, respect our opponents, have a respect for your teammates. And then I think Milligan does a good job of just educating them when they get on campus and the type of student athlete that they get, with the track and basketball and baseball and softball and the longevity of the coaches over there. It just speaks for itself. So it's really cool that you say that, because that's one thing we want to promote is everywhere we go, leave it better than we found it, right? So the locker rooms, the sidelines, the interviews, we just want to always leave it better than we found it.
Home opener Friday night, and you got 2 on Saturday. Give us a scouting report on these teams.
Yeah, so it's our first night game, Friday Night Lights. I talked to a lady from Milligan today, Kaylee. I said, hey, let's build that thing up, because Friday nights are pretty special in Elizabeth. And I don't know if you know that, but Friday nights are pretty special.
Pretty special, yeah.
Yeah, so first night game in school history. So Friday night, Mars Hill's coming to town. It'll be their first game, new program. They're NCAA Division II, so high-quality athletes are going to be coming in. And then Saturday, we got 2 really good teams. Huntington, who's Division III from Mobile, Alabama, Montgomery, Alabama, right there. We went there last year. They're coming here this year. And then they're going to play each other. Mars Hill's going to come back because it's short distance. They're going to play Huntington, and then we're going to take on Campbellsville, which is a long rivalry.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, long rivalry there. It'll be a war there on at 2 o'clock on Saturday there. But we'll be ready. I'm sure Campbellsville will be ready to make that travel. We like to play them early. We always end our season there as at their last game. And so as we get ready, and now NEI has turned it into it's growing. It's an invitational status. So you got to win so many games and be in the top 8 to be invited to the national tournament. We're in a grouping next year. We're joining the SSAC, which is the Southern States Athletic Conference. So we'll have more things than just the tournament, but like academic All-Americans and Player of the Week awards, just things that are cool to be a part of a conference to reward our kids. And then at the end of the day, so that'll be it's a big weekend for us. We got a bunch of recruits coming in. The families are coming in. It's a good time to come in, visit our players, and then catch 3 games.
So you told me last time we were on that geographically there's going to be more teams locally coming out with flag football. It's going to cut down on travel. Did you tell me King's coming out with the team?
Yeah, King's got a team. Mars Hill's got a team. Lees McRae's got a team. And, of course, us, that's 4 right in that area.
Mm-hmm.
So, really, really cool. Ferrum's got a team where it's right up the road there by VMI, like 3 hours away.
I'll cut down on travel.
Yeah, cut down on travel. And then Emmanuel, that we played them last year, that was their first year. They're like they're 3 hours, and they're right there, like northeast Atlanta. It's about a 3-hour drive.
So you're obviously a traditional football coach of the Cyclones, obviously. And so we're trying to introduce folks to the sport of flag football. So what makes it different? What makes it exciting? It's not your traditional football team. You don't have 11. You got 7 out on the field. So in your mind, coming from traditional football now to flag football, for the person out there we're trying to sell the product to come out and watch these girls play, what's the exciting part of this for them?
Well, I think everyone's so used to tackle football. The reason, what I've learned about it is it teaches you the same thing that tackle. What draws everyone to tackle football is the team, right? And the great stories, the Tom Brady's and the Jason Wittens and the Walter Paytons, how they overcome. And I think what we're all used to is when you come up, you turn on a football game, you come Friday nights, you're working for guys who've been through adversity and accountability, dedication, sacrifice, all those things that you think of football and team sports. That's what you get with flag. It's not powder puff. It's not easy. These athletes are trained. They're well skilled. We work as hard as anybody. We hang our hat on hard work, and I'm super proud of the team that we have and what they do and the way they sacrifice the commitment and dedication to do what I ask them to do, And so what's exciting is there's touchdowns, there's extra points, there's punts, there's punt returns. What I think is cool is there's a lot of things that you would never do in tackle that you do in flag. So when the ball hits the ground, it's dead, no matter any time. So they don't wear helmets, so they don't want people diving there getting head injuries or a finger bitten off or something like that.
Good point.
When so the lateral is in play, right? So it doesn't. I'm running down the field and you're behind me 3 yards, and they're getting ready to pull my flag, then I can pitch it to you, and if you drop it, the ball's dead right there. So there's really no penalty. Now you lose 3 yards, but if you're smart about it, you can continue to play on, right? So there's a little bit more strategic to it than you'd think normally. Tackle football, a lot of teams use 2 quarterbacks, so you snap it to me, you're over there on the left. I get the rush to come to me, trying to get someone open. I flip it over to you. Now you have time. Because there's no contact, you have time to kind of, decipher through the defense, or you can take off and run. So speed, size, brains that every college coach is looking for, we're looking for too. And we feel like we have that,
Absolutely.
And so,
these girls are.
like you're talking about Jazz and the experience you have. And at the end of the day, we all know this, and football is a quarterback-driven league. Just like if you don't got a point guard, you're not going to be able to put the ball at the floor. And, if you ain't got a pitcher, you're not going to survive the World Series. And if you don't have a quarterback in football nowadays, and it's not just high school football. You think about the people that are playing football at a high level now. You look at Drake May and Matthew Stafford, and it just trickles down to flag as well. We have a 3-year starter, Bridget Kaiser from Hatfield, Pennsylvania. She does a really great job of running the offense. If you ask any of the people who have ever played quarterback for me and Sean, it's not the easiest position in the world to play. It's high IQ, high demand. We expect them to make really good decisions and take care of the football. That's what you'll see on a Friday. And there's a lot of, I think, female athletes, what I've learned, they just appreciate the little things when you teach them something. So, Ryder, my nephew, if I took him out here and made him backpedal drills, he's done those since he was 5 years old. He kind of maybe nonchalant those, but if I kind of can teach them, they're a little bit more appreciative of hey, what they're kind of trying, because the game is new, and so if you teach them something they can use to their advantage, then I think they'll go a long way. And then I just say that, just like our team on Friday nights, the guys that we coach, I think that I've got a group that would swim the river for me and
right.
run through the wall. And at the end of the day, that's what makes I want them to use flag football for a vehicle to become a better person.
They love Coach Whitten. They love Milligan University, and so the flag football. So, again, educating folks. One flag, is it in the front, back, or is there 2 flags?
2 flags on the sides. High school flag is 3 flags to make it easier. They want each level to be higher, and so it's 2 flags on the sides. You have a belt, and then they pull off, so they pop.
So
it's like
if you make the catch, I'm chasing you. If I get and I pull your
flag, right?
plays dead.
Yeah, plays dead. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
The dimensions on the field, you play on a typical football field,
Right.
but you don't play. You don't use the whole field, right?
No, so it's 40 yards wide, and then it's it's 80. It's 100 yards long, but you only use the 80 because of the goal lines. So,
See something here real quick.
but it's 40 yards wide. So it's probably like in high school, the numbers. It's bottom of the numbers to the bottom of the. As the game moves forward because of the turf fields, if you throw that up there, I think that as the game moves on, everyone's already has the fields, and it is tough to distinguish if you were sitting at home which one's the end zone. So I think as the game grows, they're going to extend it.
You're going to change it?
Because the field's already in place. Yeah, right. You're not going to change the rim because the guys are playing, the females are playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that the width will stay the same because of 7 people. But I think the dimensions will stay because they want more eyes to the TV. Like, how's the game going to grow, right? They're not going to watch UConn play Lady Vols on an 8-foot rim, right?
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? So
Great point.
that's just my opinion.
They're going to make flag football convert to the existing field.
Yeah, right.
Makes perfect sense. I want to switch gears against it's kickoff on Friday night. Before we go, I want to go somewhere else with this.
Yeah.
Friday night kickoff is what time?
6 p.m.
It's open to the public, right?
Oh, yeah, come on. Yeah, we need all the fans. We want to create – the reason we play at Citizens Bank Stadium is that's my home, right? I spend more time there than I do my home. And I wanted when Dr. Greer hired me, I was one of the things that I wanted that to be their home. And so that's the home of the Cyclones, but it's the home of the Orange and Black
There you
for
go.
this spring.
Good transition. Orange and Black Cyclones to Orange and Black Milligan. By the way, Orange and Black playing district tournament championship basketball tonight. The boys will take on Tennessee High. Girls last night ran into a buzzsaw. I'm just going to tell you, I'm a straight shooting guy. I bleed orange and black, but Boone's the real deal. They're as good as advertised. We had them 30-23. I went driving home. I'm thinking, when you do a ball game, you get in the car and it's like, what did Sunday we saw Elijah Breadwood put up 54 for Milligan, single schools record in the Milligan basketball. So I'm driving home to the game thinking, I just watched history because you're so caught up in the game. So last night, in the midst of this game, we're up 30-23, and I thought, okay, we got them on the ropes. They're number 2 in the state. Well, they tied up at 30. Boom, they flipped the switch. They outscored us 53-15. Flores had 32. Alea Story had 28. I mean, they're the real deal. I mean, they can play. Now, how far they can go, only the good Lord knows and they know. But they got all the parts and pieces to go down the road. Cyclones, again, will play Granger on Friday night. They played them once back in November, beat them 58-50. So they'll see them again when it counts, the regional tournament. And that'll be on Friday night at John Treadway. We're going to go down all the games, by the way, who played and who did well around the district coming up here in a few minutes. We still got Coach Whitten for a few. And then the boys play tonight, district tournament championship, but they will play on Saturday at home as well. So both Cyclone teams will be at home. for the regional tournament. So that's pretty exciting. But we've got flag football coming up on Friday night at 6.
Yep.
Saturday
At 11.
11.
And then 2:30.
2:30.
Yep.
So
Big day.
Yep, busy day. And so we are going to be doing some Milligan football, flag football. It won't be this weekend. We're immersed, understandably so, from the time frame that we're dealing with. Milligan basketball. We got the Lady Buffs coming up on Thursday at noon at Meadowview in Kingsport. Now, they can play. I'm telling you. They're fun to watch, and they can get with it. And Kylie, again, has won her second championship in 5 years as the head coach of Milligan, Kylie Greer. So, and Samaj Clark, if they don't make her player of the year in the AAC, it's going to be a real injustice. She's leading scorer, leading rebounder. She can play. Never. It's like I told Eric Wells a while ago. I love people who just play.
Yeah.
Samaj Clark can get knocked to the floor, or she can score. Last year's J.C. Jenkins, same thing. They just play. They bring the lunch bucket, and they just play.
They're not like me. I'm like a roller coaster. That's what I like about our team. You know, we got some people like me, and then we have some other players just like that. I think you need a little bit of both. But I respect people who can do that.
Are you high energy on the sideline?
I'm jacked up,
Are
man.
you really?
Yeah, a little bit.
What I like is he's jacked up anyway. The girls were talking about that the other day. They said, he drinks energy drinks. I said, that's the last thing this guy needs.
No, I like the White Monster. That's me. That's who I am. Yeah, I don't feel the energy. They give me a hard time, but the White Monster, that's me. It's like jet fuel.
They love you. So
I appreciate that.
And understandably so.
Yeah.
Now I want to switch gears because he's an NFL guy. This week is NFL Combine.
Oh, yeah.
So for the fans out there and for our guys and folks on the show, this is a big deal to the college players. So tell them, kind of give them a thumbnail what the NFL Combine is all
great
about.
story here. Sean and Jason were training for the Combine in 2003. They were out in Arizona with Epic. It was Epic Sports at the time. Is a sports group who trains athletes for the Combine specifically. So, if you don't know, like it's like NASCAR. It's down to the second, and what you can do in the interview process and things. So,
this is going to be a good story.
Yeah, this is a great story. So, Jason's flight, Sean wasn't invited to the Combine, but Sean was trying to go to the NFL too. So, they went to eat. Jason was calorie counting because he wanted to be super light so he runs faster, right? So he's calorie counting out there, and they've got him on. He's eating like strawberries and milkshakes. That's it all day, Jason, big boy, So they are like, all right, you can get one meal. So they both go to Outback, and they get, Sean and Jason, they get like salmon salad or something, right, in Phoenix, Arizona. And Jason's flying out the next morning. Well, they're in a embassy suites, they put up so you can long-term stay. So Jason comes that night. His flight leaves at 6 a.m. Jason comes crawling into Sean's room, pulls the covers, and he's got food poisoned. And the flight leaves at 6 a.m. So Sean jumps in. They were on campus there at the Epic Sports. So Sean had to go call somebody to get him a ride, and then he went and got him some the medicine that for nauseous.
Right.
So he gets Jason and puts Jason back in it, gives him the medicine, throws him in a taxi, all right, gets him off to the airport. Jason goes. By that time, he kind of is getting out of it. Then he goes through the interview process, sick as a dog, runs the Combine, all that stuff. But the night before they got one, and I don't think either one of them's had salmon since.
So you got food poisoning the night before the Combine.
Yeah. So maybe that's why he didn't go till third round, but I don't know. But Combine's very important. Like you tell these guys, like interview process. Just imagine you're interviewing for. I mean, these are multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar franchises now. You're going to interview in front of Mr. Jones or the Saints owner or Woody Johnson at the Jets. I mean, it's this huge opportunities for these guys, and it's lifetime money that can change their families forever. And if they can make a career, the pensions and things that they can do for forever. I mean, it's a tryout, and it's just very, very important. But it's very stressful. There's guys, when you're running the 40-yard dash, I mean, it comes down to your start, your stride length. I mean, everyone's trying to get faster. Everyone's trying to get stronger, and it's just very important they put on a good show for all those owners.
So it's this week up in Indianapolis at Lucas Oil Stadium. So they got everybody, linemen, the big boys, the hogs, the running backs, the quarterbacks, they're all there. So you know what team I follow. I'm the Raiders guy. Can Mendoza turn his team
Fernando,
around?
what about that guy, man? It's awesome. I could watch it, listen to him talk
Yeah.
all day long, you know. So
He's inspiring.
he is. He reminds me of Andrew Luck. You know, Andrew Luck was. If Andrew Luck had any linemen at all those couple years, he would have won a Super Bowl. Like, guy was carrying the teams. But he reminds me a little bit of Andrew Luck. You know, I was super impressed with him in the college bowl games. Like, I'm a geek. You know, I'm just glued to the TV. Super Bowl, I'm glued to the TV. I love the like, to me, the best part of coaching is like the relationships and the overcoming and, you know, the play calls and how, you know, the manipulation of all the things that are needed. But yeah, I think I think they got a great coach too. I think the Kubiak, you know,
Clint
dad was
Kubiak, Gary.
Gary Kubiak was the backup for the Broncos back in the day and played a lot when John Elway was hurt. I mean, you think about history. He's had Shanahan, he had Dan Reeves, who's worked for Tom Landry, and then the Kubiak now is been at Seattle. He's at Houston. He used to be with the Shanahan out in Kyle out in 49ers. You know, so I think the Raiders have got a really good football coach there.
Coaching tree is interesting in NFL. How they just kind of just trickles down from.
Oh yeah.
And so Kubiak's new. I just hope they can get some linemen of the
Yeah.
Raiders. I don't care who's back there. If you got to snap and run,
Yeah.
you got to get some
Right.
hogs up front to block for him. So
Right. How about the AFC West though? Andy Reid, Chiefs, Mahomes, Chargers, and Herbert. You got Broncos with Bo Nix, who made
Bo
it to the
Nix.
conference championship, and now you got Mendoza and Kubiak. Well, I mean, I assume
The Raiders.
Mendoza and the Raiders. You know, so I think those D linemen from Miami are really good too. Whoever can get those guys will be ready to roll.
is 82 in Oklahoma now?
Yeah, so he's full go Oklahoma. He just felt like, hey, he could jump on. As much turnover as in coaching now, he just felt like, hey, it's time to start his career. So even though Cooper's got another year at Liberty Christian, Cooper's going to graduate early, so he can go on and be on the college campus in the spring. But he visited Georgia about a month ago. He absolutely loved it. Who wouldn't love, you know, the opportunity to play for Kirby Smart? And then he's got a couple more visits lined up with Oklahoma, Tennessee, Notre Dame, and Texas A&M. So he's excited about that. But Jason was so a good story too. CJ was home, and he plays middle linebacker for Rice, and they were playing in the bowl game on January 2nd there in Fort Worth, and he was at home for Christmas, and Jason's like, hey man, yeah, me and Cooper's gonna come over and watch you practice and check out things. And CJ said, Dad, please don't. And so Jason said right then, he goes, I need to quit being his coach and be his dad. And so he said, hey, it's a gut punch, like, hey, I got to start my career. And that Oklahoma Norman's only about 90 minutes from Dallas, so he's staying over there during the week and then coming home on the weekends. And I think once Cooper graduates, then he could him and Michelle and Landry and Hadley will try to probably move that way. But Jason needed a strong-willed head coach who still believes in culture and is faith-based. He didn't want to, and Venables is that,
Absolutely.
So that's good fit for him.
So if you had to guess, we're talking about his brother, of course, Jason Witten, who should have been put in the Hall of Fame. He
Yeah.
hopefully will
Oh,
next
yeah.
year. But you feel like someday he'll be a head coach?
I think so. I think it's destined, I mean, I'd love to be a fly on the wall, though, in that Oklahoma meeting room, in the coaches' meeting room, when they tell Jason to draw up the Y option or something, You know what I'm saying? Like, he's never taken orders from anybody,
Yeah.
besides Mr. Jones. It'll be a kind of cool to see, but.
Or Big Daddy.
Or Big Daddy, right, exactly. So, but I think with Arbuckle's a young OC. He's off the Lincoln Riley tree, with Jalen Hurts and Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray. So I think he's a young and upcoming OC. So Jason just felt like he could tag on to him, learn how the NIL works a little bit. He knows how the NFL game works. And then, there's not been a play caller hired as an OC. There's not been a non-play caller hired at an NFL or college level since John Harbaugh back when he was hired at the Ravens. That's the last non-play caller. So
Wow.
You've got to call plays to be a head coach. And he just felt like, hey, if he got in there with Arbuckle and Venables, he could kind of, as Arbuckle goes on, then or whatever happens, then Jason could learn the
Learn the
college
ropes.
level and then
Yeah.
eventually be the head coach. So I told him one thing, though. I ain't wearing that red. I'll support him any way he wants, but I ain't wearing that. I ain't wearing that red.
Oklahoma red?
Yeah,
No.
yeah. No offense, to John City or Kingsport or.
We ain't wearing no
yeah,
red.
I'm not wearing the red. I was sticking the orange and black.
Orange and black.
Yeah.
He is very tight. Jerry Jones has a lot of respect for Jason, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, he's very well.
So
yeah.
to me, I have no dog in none. I just think at some point he'll be back in some way, shape, or form in the Cowboys
Yeah.
organization. But right now he's the tight ends coach at Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, yeah, he's excited. Yeah, he came. His flight got redirected. He was going up to visit the Alcoa wide receiver, and then there's the number one recruit tight end is in Danville, Kentucky. So his flight got rerouted because of the weather. He was here for like 12 hours. And then they said they were sending him to Danville, Kentucky. I'd love to see that too. And Jason Witten walks into Hampton Inn in Danville, Kentucky.
Got to get somebody's attention. You think they'd recognize
Yeah,
him?
you think he'd get a room?
Yeah, I think he'd probably get a room.
Yeah, right, exactly. A
My
little
name's-
bit different from the Westin in Washington, D.C. or New York.
Jason Witten to where the Hampton is, what's it? Danville, Kentucky. Yeah. So
Right, exactly.
I guess it's back in the fall during football. I'm down there doing the show at Poot City.
Yeah.
I know it was him because he came in. I'm talking. I thought he came in. He had his hat on backwards. He came in, got a water right beside me
Yeah.
in the case, and shot back out the door. I thought it's got to be Jason
Yeah.
Witten. He was in town.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
came in under the radar, I
Yep.
guess.
My
And
grandma's right over here at Sycamore Springs, so
Came to see her.
Come see her. Yeah, my
Yeah.
mom. Yeah.
She just had a birthday too.
Yep, just a couple days ago. Yeah, she's 87 on the 20th.
Wow.
Yeah.
Still going.
Still rolling. Yeah.
Feisty.
Ready to roll. Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
It's really funny. Back in when you get to come to the football games up there at the top of the stands, I go up there, and I'm not sure who got after who quicker. Your mom was.
Oh, yeah,
Your
yeah.
mom was chewing,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and Mama Ryder's
Yeah.
right back at her.
Yeah. Whoever's reffing and whoever's calling the plays doesn't have a chance.
No.
You can't get one right.
No.
Yeah.
No, they were.
Yeah.
And they were.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
funny
Yeah.
stuff.
Poor
good
old
stuff.
refs. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Apologize, refs.
Yeah, they were on
Hey,
'em.
she's on me. She's on us just as hard. So.
Oh, is she
Oh
really?
yeah, about play call. Yeah, You know when the play
Miss-
clock's running down.
Miss Ryder
Yeah,
is?
everybody. Yeah.
Oh,
Just
really?
Hurry up! Hurry up! Like we don't see it. So we got
love
Coach
it.
Jenkins on. We've got our butts chewed so much. We got Brian on the headset counting down for us.
So you got
Yeah.
Miss Ryder, Mama Ryder, First Lady of Cycling Football, and Kim Barnett chewing on you boys up the stands.
Yeah, getting ready to roll. Yeah.
So you do
she
they
don't-
critique you after
Yeah,
the
she
game?
don't play. She don't discriminate. Yeah,
No.
so it don't matter.
That's awesome.
So yeah. Thanks for everything. Appreciate you.
Cyclone football. We got spring practice coming up here in the
Yeah.
not too distant future. So it's. I want to ask you one more thing before I let you go. So the Joey Aguilar, the Trinidad Chambliss, now Badecchio, he is petitioning the Alabama Supreme Court to play basketball. Trinidad Chambliss, they gave him the green light to come back. Aguilar told him no down in Knoxville. So what's your take as a fan and as a former college player to go and leave and come back and want to come back and play again? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I think once there's got to be consequences.
Sure.
So I think that's part of being a grown-up is once you make those decisions, you can't go back. I mean, I get the transfer portal because you're still collegiate, but once you get drafted or once you commit, there's areas of where you can play. Obviously, the Power Fives that can offer the money, but once you make that call, you got to go.
Amari Bailey, the kid that played at UCLA, left UCLA and went and played. Not only did he sign up, but he played 10 games with the Charlotte Hornets.
Right.
Kind of didn't do too hot. He's like, so I want to go back. So now he's petitioning the NCAA to come back for that final year of eligibility to play UCLA.
Yeah.
He left of his own doing. He went into the NBA draft, and they drafted him, and he went to the Hornets and didn't play much. Now he wants to come back, but he was a paid employee. I mean, he was a professional. It wasn't like he tried out and didn't make it. He played 10 games with the Hornets. Now he wants to come back and restore his eligibility in UCLA for another year.
I know. And what do you do as a coach? Like, you got these guys who are loyal and been staying here. You know what I mean? Like, and they while he's gone doing his thing, you got to work. You got to
There
work
you go.
it out, and then all of a sudden you're gonna want to come back. It's just hard. It's we've opened a can. There. I don't know that it can ever be resealed because it's just ongoing. And Tennessee's doing the same thing here. Tennessee State TSSAA at the end of the school year. You're going to have kids go through Cyclone football all the way, and then they're going to be free to leave. Or you're going to have kids go through Cyclone football, and then this guy's going to move in. Like, it's just
Wild West.
TSSA's opened it up, and it's been going on in California, Florida. Texas said no. They're still in old school.
Good for them.
So it's just hard. It's going to be hard. You got to keep, got to find ways like Mr. Vanos does to keep your kids here and building facilities and getting the right people in the job in the right spots to teach your kids and coach your kids. That's at the end of the day, that's the most important.
Yep.
Hey, appreciate.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for everything you do.
Go
Got some
Buffs.
good guests. Joseph Taylor.
Joseph Taylor's in the
Eric
house.
Wilson. There's Axel's over here. There's no better place than Pizza
Pizza
Inn.
Inn. You
no,
got it.
No, better not.
Coach Ryan Witten with us. Appreciate him coming by here. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We'll get Axel. We got Joseph Taylor next on the Tom Taylor Sports. Very simple. It happens every day. Tell us how we can do it.
Yeah, all you got to do is give us a call. We brought 2 yesterday, actually, but you just give us your name and your birthday and tell us where your prescriptions are at right now, and we'll call that pharmacy, get everything brought over. A lot of times people are nervous about moving because they're afraid something doesn't have refills or something can't be transferred. And when that's the case, we'll call those doctors, get you new prescriptions, and take care of everything, really. It's like the people, one of them we had transferred yesterday, said they'd been trying for about 3 days to get medicine refilled and just wasn't happening, and was frustrated and asked if we could do better, and called, got everything transferred. Took maybe 15 or 20 minutes, and we had to call the doctor on one, which waiting on doctors can sometimes be a little time consuming, but they got that called in, and by the afternoon we had everything ready for her.
Here you go, folks.
So,
It's just that easy. If you're not happy where you're getting your prescriptions filled, come to the Lingerfield Drug Center. The phone number to call and talk to you about it is?
it's 423-542-2138.
There you go. One of our great sponsors right here of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Get your prescription changed to a mom-and-pop pharmacy that still cares about their people and still wants to give you 100% customer satisfaction. It's right here at Lingerfield Drug Center beside Carter County Bank in downtown Elizabethton. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Axel Steins.
Shines.
Yeah, he's out of school today, so he's down there. How many plates of spaghetti did you have? 2 plates? You had Jell-O yet?
Yes, I have.
You already had Jell-O too? Wow. Our little buddy Axel Steins. So, got a big game tonight, don't we?
Yeah, the district tournament championship. We got to have a packed house.
Yes.
It's at East High School tonight against Tennessee High, the Dyer Dome, as they call it.
The Dyer Dome. Yeah, Coach Honeycutt's going for his first championship since when? 2000?
19.
You got it.
And the first one in the Upper Lakes Conference,
Yep.
by the way.
So we'll be there at 7.
Because I know because I know back from when he started, we were still in the Three Rivers Conference.
Yep. Dr. Minton will help us do it tonight. John Mittens. We're excited about that. 7:15 airtime, 7:30 tip-off, audio only, and
yes,
so.
for both me and you.
Yep. You'll be there too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
audio only as well.
Yep. Now your dad had surgery. He did good, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yep. He's down in Nashville. He had another round of surgery. Robert Steins, Axel's daddy. So he had good surgery. He comes to all the shows and brings Axel. So he's on the mend. Had a good surgery. Pulled through good on his leg or his foot.
Maybe like his leg
His
or
leg?
his foot
Yeah.
or something.
His ankle. Yeah. So
His
he had
ankle.
good news. He had surgery. He's coming home. And so Axel's getting ready for the big game tonight. You had 2 plates of sketty. Jell-O. What'd you drink? Sweet tea?
Yep.
He can throw down. You like that sketty, don't you?
Yeah.
He likes that sketty. So, Axel Steins.
Shines.
Oh
Boy.
boy. So, I'll see you up there tonight, right?
Right.
There you go. What's that say? Axel Steins, team manager.
Yeah.
I love it.
Could be my first district championship as the team manager tonight.
Whoa. You'll go bananas if they win, won't you? You'll be excited.
Yeah, maybe I can do this. Like every time when they say presenting your 2026 District 1, I might go down there with them and then finish my broadcast. And if I go bananas tonight, if we win this thing, and when I go back up there, I would be turning my headset back on. I would be like, well, that'll do it as a good tournament.
Yep. As a good tournament will be right. So that'll be tonight.
Yeah.
7:30.
Yeah.
Axel Steins
Yeah.
shines.
Shines. And also, Daniel Boone before that will be taking on David Crockett for third place.
You got it. That'll be at 6, and we'll play at 7:30
Yep.
at East High School.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. I'll see you up here tonight, bub.
Go Cyclones.
Go Cyclones.
Be there and be loud.
Be there and be loud. You got it. We'll take a break. Joseph Taylor next to the Tom Taylor Sports. It's exciting Elizabethton Cyclone Boys Basketball District Tournament Championship. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Dr. John Minton and yours truly Tuesday night from Sullivan East High School as the Cyclones play the Tennessee High Vikings for the District Tournament Championship. Airtime at 7:15, tip-off at 7:30, audio only. It's the Boys District Tournament Championship, the Cyclones and Tennessee High. It all starts at 7:15 Tuesday night here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Elizabethton Cyclone basketball.
Hey there, neighbors. Todd Houston here with the Elizabethton Church of Christ, wishing you a very happy new year and a wildly successful 2026. I'd like to invite you to come and get to know our family here at Elizabethton as we are seeking to be more like our Lord every day. We're no perfect people, but we're a people that love the Lord and love you. We'd love to get to know you. If you'd like to join us, our times are at 10 and 11 a.m. on Sunday, 6:30 p.m., and then again Wednesday evening at 7. You can find us on Facebook or at elizabettoncoc.org.
We're back. We're ready to go. Andrew Lewis, Northeast Community Credit Union. Readers are winners. Year number 2. We're jacked up to do it again this year.
We're so excited.
Yep, we are excited. And so it's a chance for these kids at Eastside Elementary, Westside Elementary, and Harold McCormick Elementary win some cool prizes for reading. What's going on?
The first 9 weeks, we're going to be giving out those cool water bottles.
Mm-hmm.
Second 9 weeks, t-shirts.
T-shirts with a new design.
Absolutely. New color, all that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The third 9 weeks, we're going to have a sweet new sticker. We'll get more into that later.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Whole point is readers are winners. Year number 2 at the 3 elementary schools and Elizabethton City Schools. Thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union. They're paying for all this through their corporate sponsor, and we love them for doing that. The bottom line is leaders are readers, readers are winners. Year number 2, getting ready to get started up soon, like right now, right away, for all these youngsters, again, at Harold McCormick, Westside and Eastside Elementary. Big thanks to the Northeast Community Credit Union for partnering with us to do Readers Are Winners in Elizabethton City Schools.
Our success is your success.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, look who stopped by. And guess what he brought? Oh, my gosh. Oh, you talking about a hog in a trough. Now, there it is. His Mrs. Taylor's world-famous coffee cake. Oh, my gosh. So
I was getting in the car this morning, and she said, "Don't forget to take Mr. Tom a coffee cake."
Oh.
I said, "Yes, ma'am."
Thank you, Mrs. Taylor. You're in my will. I swear. You don't understand. I'll go home, put that on a plate, nuke it, big old big old glass of milk. Said there before I go do the game tonight, it's a good pregame meal. Coffee cake. Will you eat all of it? Absolutely. That'll be gone. So
No chance, huh?
no chance. It'll be gone. Either I'll get half now and half when I come home after the game. But by midnight tonight, this will be an empty pan. Mrs. Taylor's coffee cake is the best. I'm telling you.
Nothing could make her happier than,
Oh.
than serving others, you know.
Yep, she's a great lady. And my mother's in glory looking down. She may argue that point because she can make a pretty good coffee cake too, but she's no longer with us. But Mrs. Taylor is, and so she is nailing it. It's good stuff. So, all right, so we got Badecchio is going to appeal to the Alabama Supreme Court. He wants a temporary injunction. They said no yesterday until they get this thing settled. You know, make me eligible to play till we get a final statement. And the judge who's told him no last week told him no yesterday down in Tuscaloosa County, Alabama. So they're going to go to the Alabama Supreme Court. He says, his agent or his lawyer says, and Nate Oates, the coach, says, well, if we don't decide it now, he's not going to be able to play. Oh, well. So I blame Nate Oates a lot on this. I think he could step in and go, okay, look, let's just let this go. If we're worried about eligibility, you can come back and play next year. So it's not like you're going to go anywhere. So, let's let the courts take its, let it take its course, see what happens, and then we'll go from there. But he is pushing, and I read the stats. He's averaging 10 points a game, I think 5 rebounds. He's all right. He's not setting the woods on fire. He's not an impact player, but he's another body for Alabama. But I blame Oates.
And I'm sure it's just a coincidence that Alabama was struggling with post players.
Yeah.
They didn't bring
Exactly.
a guard back that had already went pro. No, they brought a post player back because they were struggling in the low post with scoring and rebounding.
Yep.
And so that's why they brought this guy back. And I'm with you. Nate Oates could stop all this, but he keeps digging in deeper and deeper, and then
Yep.
he compares it to the Europeans, which is it's not apples and apples.
No.
The Europeans don't have high school sports like we do. Those guys have to go play pro in order to even be challenged. Like it's not apples and apples. And Bediako signed his papers to say, I forego my college eligibility. I forego it. He signed it, name on the dotted line. That should mean something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
So, because if you're not going to make that stick, then all rules go out the window. It's just like wide open. Oh, she wants to be on the show with her daddy. Look there. There she is. Tell everybody who you are.
I'm Emma.
She's Emma. And the other one is
What's your sister's name?
Catherine.
Catherine.
She don't know her name. It's great. So nothing like being with Daddy on the show. Oh,
It worked out well. I mean, Mr. Van Huss decides that for the safety of the kids to cancel school, which I'm great with. I feel like they always put the kids first. Leslie had to teach today, and I was already going to be on the show, so I said, "Girls, y'all want to go to Pizza Inn?" And I didn't really have to twist their arm.
No.
They love this place.
Yep. They ate. I mean, what'd you have to eat?
I had cheese pizza, noodles, and stromboli and celebration pizza.
Good. The Lunch of Champions, the celebration pizza.
Celebration pizza.
It's got those like birthday cake stuff in it.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, it's a good one.
So Pizza Inn again, the buffets at $10.99 today. Kids night tonight. Kids eat for $3.99. All they can eat with a paid adult, and that's every Tuesday. And then the adult buffet at night's $12.99. You can't beat it. 18 pizzas, 12 we call regular pizzas, 6 dessert pizzas, salad bar, 3 types of pasta, pudding, chocolate pudding down the other end. So it's all right here for one price, and you can't beat it.
Oh, this is incredible. This and everyone is so nice that works here.
Yep.
This is just. I'm so glad. When this place closed down for those couple years, it was definitely something was missing in Elizabethton. So I am so grateful that it's back up and running.
Catherine, you want to come over and say hello? No. Got one that wants to be sitting on Daddy's lap and says, I don't want anywhere close to this. So, all right, so Joey Aguilar is no. They told him no. Tennessee quarterback got told last week that he's out, can't do it, gone. Does he appeal? What's he going to do? Have you heard?
I hadn't heard what his next steps are. It seems like from reading, I'm still in someone else's thoughts here because I haven't really done a whole lot of digging on my own. But it seems like his lawyers did not do a good job of proving why the injunction should have been granted. It seemed like his lawyers thought, oh, this judge is a Tennessee guy, and he's just going to let anything happen with Joey. But the judge was very clear. I need you to tell me why I need to grant this injunction, and they couldn't prove it, so they didn't grant it to him.
So you blame the attorneys?
I blame the attorneys.
Okay.
It didn't seem like they came prepared. The judge asked pretty simple questions like, what is his value? If I don't grant this injunction, how much money will he be missing out on? Simple stuff that they could have easily had an answer to, but they just weren't prepared.
Did they assume it was a rubber stamp?
Yeah.
Because it's Knoxville, and
I think
he's going to give it to him.
Yeah, I think they were just expecting, oh, he graduated from Tennessee, he's a Tennessee season ticket holder. But I think it was really important to that judge to not be that way.
Yeah.
You know, and that's great. You don't want your judge to be granting any kind of favors.
If I was in his shoes and all that on my resume as the judge, I would make it doubly hard for you to prove to me. That way they can't say, well, it's a good old boy thing up there in Tennessee. And so he didn't, and he told them no. So Aguilar is out, so either I guess he's at the NFL Combine, which starts this week. I would think he would be. See if he can hook onto get drafted by the NFL. But it's
I could see him. I mean, I could see him getting on in the NFL as a backup.
Quarterback.
He doesn't seem like a starter, but he definitely seems like somebody that could come in if your number one guy went down. Just think about how quick he got into Tennessee and got that offense learned. You know, they didn't think it could happen because he got there in like March of last year, and he got the system down and won the starting job. So I could see him latching on somewhere.
Well, Hooker's a backup. Dobbs is a backup. I'm going to leave somebody out, but so Aguilar I could very easily see. Yeah, that's right, Milton. Thank you, Joe Milton. So very easily I could see him hooking on as a backup quarterback in the National Football League. College basketball, Tennessee on the road to Missouri tonight. Is it a trap game?
I believe that could be a dangerous game.
Yeah,
Missouri's knocked off a couple teams. They beat Vanderbilt last week. You go to Columbia, Missouri. It's a 9:00 tip, 8:00 Central Time. It's a late night game. Weird things happen late at night in the SEC on the road, you know. So Tennessee, they're on, and weird things can happen in the SEC.
Friday night, the Taylor and Taylor show is reunited. He'll be with me courtside, Mike's side at John Treadway. Granger's coming to town, and so Joseph's going to help me do the ball game Friday night. It's a regional. If you lose, it's over. If you win, you move into a Monday game against either Greenville or Crockett. Will be the other side of that equation on Friday night in Greenville. So that winner will play the winner of our game on Monday, and we have to travel to Granger this year, which is okay. We flip-flop. Last year was up here. This year it's down to District 2. We'll be down to Granger, which is a great drive. Beautiful gym when we get down there. So if we're fortunate enough to win on Friday night for the Lady Cyclones, we'll go on the road. And so, as I said throughout the broadcast last night, once I saw what happened, and, you know, we were there. We're up 30-23. Thought we had them, you know, but they're the number 2 team in the state. And they literally, I mean, as I told Ryan a while ago, I'm driving home last night, and I'm thinking, they just flipped the switch. I mean, they tied it up at 30. We're talking about Daniel Boone's girls. Then they went on a roll. They outscored us 53-15. I mean, it's just, and I'm in front of, you know, when you do something that's kind of surreal, it's right in front of your eyes. I'm more concerned about calling the game and the shots and free throws and this and that. And you get in the car and go, whoa, that was a blistering game. They can play.
Oh,
They're the real deal.
And the impressive thing for me, just thinking about the game we called for them, if you sell out to stop Flores, then Story's going to get you.
Yep.
Well, then if for some reason you're able to stop Flores and Story, which is a huge ask, they've got that other, what's her last name, Britton?
Yeah.
So then she's going to kill you. So it's rare that you see a high school team have 3 incredibly capable scorers like they have. You know, usually you're going to have 2 scorers and that you have to really account for. To have 3 is just such a luxury that they have.
Yeah, it's very hard to defend them because, as he made an excellent point, as he always does. And so the other girl last night was an impact player that you don't hear a lot about, but she played a really solid floor game, was Ella Wilson for Daniel Boone. So John Good was named Coach of the Year. Flores was the Player of the Year. Offensive Player of the Year in the league was Addie Wilhoit from Tennessee High. The Defensive Player of the Year was Leah Story from from Daniel Boone. So
couldn't argue with any of those
No.
awards. I mean, that's how it would have went with me. If I had a vote. So
yeah, Jenna Latham was named the underclassman of the year. May have put Addison Bunn on there from
yeah,
Elizabeth.
yeah, sophomore.
22 points a game as a sophomore, but
I would have voted Bunn just from what I saw. I didn't see every team play, so I guess.
yeah. But Jenna Latham got it. She's a great player in her own right at Tennessee High, so it's all good. So now you scatter and some go on the road. Let's see, on the road will go Greenville and Tennessee High. At home will be Boone and Elizabethton in 3A. We're going to run them all down for you in a minute. 4A, 3A, 2A, 1A. So Lady Vols go to LSU on Thursday night. They left Barker at home on Sunday against Oklahoma. They got beat by 7. She averaged more than that. So had she been there, you just roll the numbers and think they could have won that game if she'd been there. So she was left behind for disciplinary reasons. So she had to kick the one off the team. This one she let stay at home. They were late for a warm-up earlier in the season. So I'm not sure if it's Kim Caldwell or just that she's dealing with divas. I'm not sure what it is.
I honestly,
something's up.
I'm with you. It just feels like this season cannot end soon enough. You hate being the body language police, but nobody has good body language. And I'm talking about Kim, the players. No, it does not. It seems like a miserable existence for everybody right now. The sooner this season can end, the better for everybody. You know me. I'm not a fire this coach. I think you give Kim another year because she was dealt a pretty sorry hand this year by having to kick off one of her best players before the season started. I would definitely give her another year, but her seat's going to be pretty warm next year.
Yeah. Well, and you look at the body language of the press conference.
Yeah.
Same thing. I mean, they look so detached.
Yep.
So, and anyway, we'll see. They play at LSU tomorrow night, or rather Thursday night. They got their hands full, and so to say the least.
You know, and the bad thing about that game is, at this point, like I don't even you can't even think you're going to win, but can we keep it within 20 points? Like, can we just not be embarrassed on the road in a primetime game? That's the goal at this point, which is sad for the Lady Vols. But this thing's just unraveled too far. I don't see any way that you could get it back on track.
Yeah. Well, you get on Facebook. Of course, everybody's an expert. Fire, dumper, kicker to the curb, blah blah blah. So I don't know if they're going to do that, but what I've said all week long, and it's to give the comparison to her and to Pat Summitt is totally unfair.
Oh,
that's with any coach. I
yeah.
mean, Pat Summitt's not coming back. There's not going to be another Pat Summitt. So to compare her now, what you do, in my opinion, you judge it inside the box of the Lady Vols this year, and not bring back, which is not Kelly Harper or Holly Warlick or Pat Summitt. I mean, it's. I went back and looked at the Alabama football coaching tree after Bear Bryant. They had they had Shula and Bill Curry and Dennis Franzioni, I think's how you say his last name. You had a bunch of guys that went through there till they got settled on one that did a pretty good job, Nick Saban. So, Kim Caldwell is not Pat Summitt. So, but
and schematically, this is going to be a little side swipe at Marshall, but you run that press and it really can confuse teams in the lower conferences. You get to the SEC, and you've got centers that can bring the ball up the floor. So, your press isn't going to be as effective against the higher level competition. So you're going to have to try to figure out, okay, well, maybe we don't run the press all the time. Maybe we implement it in certain situations to try to trick the opponents or whatever. Like you've got to be willing to adjust your strategy because you're in the big leagues now. You know what I mean? You're at the top of the line. The SEC women's basketball is the top college level, and the press is just not going to be as effective. It's because you got so much talent that you're playing against.
Case in point, last night against the press against Elizabeth and Leah Story, tall girl for Boone, who's going to UT Chattanooga. She brought the ball 2 or 3 times. She got the rebound, went coast to coast to the driving layup. So the tall girls, the big girls in the SEC, they can handle the basketball.
Yeah.
So it is a different gear, no question. I'll give you that. So hello to Steve Wandell, says Kim rocks. There you go.
Yeah.
So I like her, but I don't know whether, again, I'm not down there. I'm sitting in Pizza Inn, Elizabethton, so All I know is what I read and what I see, and either she's got divas on the team, or she's a disciplinarian to the point they don't want. There's something up, and it'll play it out. Mama used to say it'll all come out in the wash.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it will. So, and maybe she has to. She got a bunch of recruits coming in next year. Some really, really good basketball players. So maybe she has to weed some folks out. I don't know.
And that's the thing in college sports, especially college basketball. You can literally have an entire new roster year over year.
Mhm.
So if there's people that she doesn't want on the team next year, guess what? You're gone. You better hit the transfer portal because you're not going to be wanted in Knoxville.
Well, somebody's going to fall on the knife. I mean, somebody's going to have to go because you can't take what you have this year and leave everything as it is and get ready for the new season because you got some recruits coming in. But I'm going to guess, and again, I'm not down there. Don't pretend, I've never even been to a game. I've never been to a Lady Ball game, so I am certainly not an expert by any stretch of imagination. I'm just a guy sitting up here doing a sports show. And I read, and what I see and what I read is she'll have to make some changes. I don't know about the coaching staff, but the personnel have to be changed in some way, shape, or form to guarantee success going forward because what she's got now, the product, it ain't working.
No,
so,
it's sure not.
So it's real simple. If you want to stay the same, then you leave it the same, but you're going to make some changes. And, she may go out tomorrow night and upset LSU. I hope so.
That'd be great.
Then she finishes up at home, I think, with Vanderbilt. I don't know the schedule in front of me. I think that's it. Then the SEC tournament. And here's the thing, and we've seen it time and time again. You can take the season and be a dud, and you go to the tournament, you flip the switch, it's a brand new season.
You sure could.
It's a ground.
Yep.
Everybody's 0-0 starting the tournament. I don't care where your seating is. You start from scratch, so you can catch fire and get hot and make some noise in the tournament. Not just her, but anybody. So Tennessee men's at Missouri tonight. The Lady Vols will be at LSU on Thursday night. We've got games tonight, the boys district tournament championship. So I talked about this on the broadcast last night. Lucas Andrews is qualified for the regional every year as the head coach at Elizabethton High School's Lady Cyclones.
That's amazing.
Lucas Honeycutt's been there 14 years. He's qualified for the regional 13 out of the 14 years. So
wow.
For the naysayers out there, if there are any, proof's in the pudding.
Yeah, most definitely.
I don't know what and I'm sure there is. I'm not got slowed down long enough to do any research, but I don't know of another, off the top of my head, I don't know of another school. And if I'm wrong, please correct me because I'm not telling you I have the answer because I've not really been able to delve into it like I wanted to. But I don't think there's any other school that has two coaches, guys and girls, that can say they've been as consistent getting into the district. One thing, you got to play the districts, it's an automatic, but you have to qualify to play in the regional. And so the district tournament is a given because you're in the league. But the regional, you have to earn the right to get there. I don't know of two other coaches in the same school that have had that kind of consistency.
No, and also the thing is, both of these guys started well before it went to 4 divisions. They were there when it was 3 divisions, where it was harder to qualify for the region, and they were doing it year over year over year. So definitely two good coaches over there across the street.
Yep. You ready Friday night?
Yes, sir.
Yep. We'll put him to work, either video or I'm sure audio, maybe video. We'll see, because again they charge $250 a game to TSSAA to video stream postseason basketball, which is, I just don't get it, but I'm not going to get into it. It is what it is. Either play with the rules or don't play, Tom. So we'll see. But for sure you'll get to hear his Golden Tones audio only. It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. We're going there at 6:30 with the pregame. We have lots to talk about. So looking forward to working with you. The girls are,
Emma, no.
They're
no,
getting,
baby, we're leaving.
Getting ready to leave. There we go. There we go.
She's trying to take her hoodie off.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Time to go.
Time to go.
Time to go. Yeah. Back when I had my girls, it's like you saw they reached the point. It's like, okay, they've crossed. Time to go.
Yep.
Pack it up. My favorite words were pack it up. We're out. Pack it up.
We're about to pack it up ourselves.
We're packing it up. Yeah, pack it up. We're about ready to go. So anyway, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me on as usual.
Yeah,
You're the best.
I love this guy. He is, and people ask me all the time. I get all the time, is Tucker Taylor my son? No. Is Carrie Taylor my wife? No, she's married to Jason. Is Joseph Taylor any relation to me at all, other than a brother in Christ? No. We have absolute. I'm a West Virginia Taylor, and you're a Tennessee Taylor.
Stony Creek
Stony
Taylor.
Creek.
I mean,
Stony
the
Creek.
thing is, Stony Creek, West Virginia is probably.
There ain't a whole lot of difference.
Yeah, there's not. Let's be honest.
There ain't a whole lot of difference. No. But no, we're not related in any way, shape, or form. Any of the Taylors. It's really funny. So because I'm surrounded by Taylors, and then the two boys that play, I've been asked that too. Chase and Colin on the basketball team, Elizabeth. Is that your boys? No.
Tom, they're too athletic to be related to us.
Amen. They can play.
Yeah.
And I just went out there and banged around a little bit.
That was me. I wanted to get my 5 fouls in, shoot a couple threes, and call it a day. That's all I cared about.
We were hack machines. They'd say, Taylor, go in and get some fouls. Slow that boy down. Go in there. I said, what do you do, Coach? He'd just say, hack him. I said, okay. And I did. I go and take his arms off. Bam, foul on Taylor. Bam, foul on Taylor.
That's
so.
The coach would. I didn't start. So he'd come. He'd look and be like, Can anybody box him out? I'm like, I'll give it a shot, Coach.
I'll have to give me a shot, Coach. All right. We'll see you Friday night.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Yep. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll take a look at all the high school games next. Wave at them. Say goodbye. There you go. Bye. Thanks, Mrs. Taylor, for the coffee cake. Quick break. Right back after this on Tom Taylor Sports. Again, Physical Therapy Services Balance Center, something brand spanking new. You're very excited about. Tell us about it.
Oh, very excited. It's a new joint venture that we have with Dr. Schumacher in Johnson City, where basically the audiologists are doing the specialized testing for vertigo and vertigo issues, and basically that testing is then interpreted, and then as a PT, then we come in and then do the specialized treatment for it. All our therapists have been certified through the American Institute of Balance in Tampa, Florida. They're world-renowned balance experts. So basically, anyone that has vertigo or dizziness, most people over the age of 65, I think there's a 70% chance that you will at least experience vertigo once in your lifetime. Of that, most of those people that experience vertigo, they'll actually have a second episode. About half of those will have a second episode. Falls are a big problem for our elderly population, and it keeps them from doing what they want to do. So the Balance Center is designed to help those people get over that fear of falling, to fix that inner ear issues. And you got to be careful with where you go. You got to make sure that the people that are doing the balance stuff actually know what they're doing, because it's very easy to screw things up if you do the wrong treatment in the wrong order.
Exciting news. So how can we find out more about this on social media?
Look us up on Facebook, Physical Therapy Services PA, or Physical Therapy Services in Elizabethton. You can also call us 423-543-0073 in Elizabethton, or email us at ptsstaff@yahoo.com with any questions that you have. If we can't get you better, we'll put you in touch with the people that can.
A new program, new concept called the Balance Center. Check it out on social media. Again, Physical Therapy Services, one of our great sponsors, the Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. It's exciting Elizabethton Cyclone Boys Basketball District Tournament Championship. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Dr. John Mitten and yours truly Tuesday night from Sullivan East High School as the Cyclones play the Tennessee High Vikings for the District Tournament Championship. Airtime at 7:15, tip-off at 7:30, audio only. It's the Boys District Tournament Championship, the Cyclones and Tennessee High. It all starts at 7:15 Tuesday night here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Elizabethton Cyclone basketball. That's coming up tonight. Let's take a look at what we got here from last night. Let's run down for you in no particular order, in the consolation game of the single leg. It was Cloudland defeating the Hampton Lady Bulldogs 46-42. Cloudland runs it to 24-7. Hampton will move on to the regional at 11-19. Championship, the game we brought you, Daniel Boone. Our players of the game were Riley May and Addison Bunn, as they lose to Daniel Boone 83-45. The consolation game, Tennessee High goes to 20-12 on the season. By the way, Boone goes to 28-3. Lady Cyclones fall to 15-13. Tennessee High goes in third place to 20-12, beating Crockett, who is at 6-18. They beat them by 15, 68-53. In the consolation, the 4A, you have Dobbins, Minot, and Westridge. Westridge wins it by 10. They run their record to 23-8 for Christy Walling, and so they go to a 10-point win over Dobbins. Minot. It goes to 17-14. In the AA consolation, Johnson County beat Chucky Doak 73-68. It beat them by 5, so the Lady Longhorns go to 9-14. Chucky Doak record now at 7-23. In the championship of the 4A, Morristown East got them pretty good. The Lady Hurricanes beat Science Hill, flipped the numbers. 62-26 was the final. Wow. So that was another big one. Just like our game, Boone 83-45 over the Lady Cyclones. Morristown East beat Science Hill 62-26. Unicoi County wins the AA championship. Lady Blue Devils, first year down in 2A, they win it for Coach Simmons, 41-36. They now go to 20-12. South Green at 16-13. Everybody plays on Friday now in the regional. And then in the single A championship, Unaka holds off North Green in a barn burner, 56-51. Unaka goes to 22-4. North Green goes to 25-6. And Unaka wins the championship by 5, 56-51. So down in District 2, Greenville's ladies defeat Cherokee 75-56 to win the District 2 AAA championship. So Greenville will play Crockett on Friday night in Greenville. Other side of the bracket will be the Lady Cyclones in Granger. Then you have, we'll see if I can do this, Daniel Boone will play Volunteer, and Tennessee High will play Cherokee. So that's the setup for the regional in 3A basketball. All right. So, all right, then you go on down. William Blount beat Jeff County's ladies by 13 last night in the 4A District 2 consolation. So a good one down in the District 3 AAA championship. Cock County's ladies beat Northview. Cock County 29-4. Northview is 21-7. Beat them 18, 48-30. Cock County's the deal. They can play, and so that's what's going on there. And that's all the local scores or the local girls teams from last night. Now the guys, let's get you set for the boys tonight. You have for the boys 4A being played at Morristown East. You've got Science Hill and Westridge at 6. Morristown West and Dobbins Minute at 7:30 tonight for the 4A championship. 3A will be our game. You have Crockett and Boone to the opener at 6 o'clock. Our game will be at 7:30. The Cyclones and Tennessee High for the district tournament championship at East. And the 2A tournament, that'll be played tonight at Westridge. You have West Green and Chucky Doak at 6. The championship, Unicoi County's boys in South Green at 7:30 tonight, with Milligan, Siney, Jackson, Simmons on the floor, of course, Unicoi County. And the single A boys tournament tonight, you have the consolation game, North Green and University High at 6, and the championship, Hampton and Unaka at 7:30 tonight. That'll be a ball game. Wow. That'll be a good one. Be a lot of good ones tonight. We'll let you know tomorrow who wins, as we will be tomorrow at Chick-fil-A in, where am I at tomorrow? Chick-fil-A Johnson City tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. They're all running together. We'll have the tour of schools tomorrow, too. We'll be Westside Elementary tomorrow, brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union. So that's what's going on there. Let's see. Got anything else to bring to you? We certainly thank Ryan Whitby with us on the show, and Eric Wilson, and just now Joseph Taylor. So we got everything. I think we do. National Hockey League back on the ice tomorrow night. We're talking about the NFL Scouting Combine is here. So the National Hockey League back on the ice tomorrow night, ready to start the resumption after the stoppage for the Winter Olympics. And let's see what we got here. Here it is. Here's the teams right now. The playoffs, if they stop today, here's the playoff teams in the National Hockey League. Tampa Bay, the Boston Bruins, Detroit, the Montreal Canadiens, Carolina Hurricanes, the Buffalo Sabres, Pittsburgh Penguins, New York Islanders, Colorado Avalanche, Anaheim Ducks, the Dallas Stars, the Minnesota Wild, the Vegas Golden Knights, Utah Mammoth, Edmonton Oilers, and the Seattle Kraken. That'll be their teams in the National Hockey League right now, if they stop. Baseball, Chris Sale signs up a big contract extension to stay with the Atlanta Braves, a one-year, $27 million contract extension. So keep him there through free agency next winter. Again, he turns 37 in March, and so in March, I should say. So tax another year on his current contract, keeps him there through the 2028 season. So Chris Sale, clearly the ace of the staff for the Atlanta Braves, and so his 17th big league season, a one-year, $27 million contract extension to stay in Atlanta Braves. So Chris Sale is sewn up through the 2028 season. And let's see what else we got here. Detroit announced, I don't know who they're going to be playing, but Detroit's going to go overseas and play in Munich, Germany. First time in over a decade will the Lions play out of the country, but they will play. Don't know who the other team is, but they are going to play in Munich, Germany next year as the National Football League continues to expand their footprint across the world. So that's what's going to be happening coming up next year. That's going to do it. We appreciate you being with us on the show. We're going to set sail, go get set up, ready to roll, and bring you the district tournament championship. Fourth time for Lucas Honeycutt. Fourth time, I should say, he's playing Michael McMeans. He's played him 3 times. They went head-to-head when McMeans was at South. And so it was, Honeycutt won 2 out of the 3. So what's all that mean? Not a thing. Just sounds good for us broadcasters. And so it'll be coming up again tonight, 7:15 airtime, 7:30 tip-off from Sullivan East High School. It's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to be there and bring the action to you. Again, audio only. Dr. Minton and I will bring it to you. And it'll be starting at 7:15. It'll look like this right here is what you're going to see. Boom. That's what we've got. That's what you'll see on the screen, and we'll bring it to you audio only for the district tournament championship. Then they'll have the award ceremony afterwards. And so we'll talk about that and watch the trophy presentations tonight between Tennessee High and the Elizabethton Cyclone. So that'll do it from here. Let's wrap it up with the verse today. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross, and we'll do that. We'll get us a little bite to eat and get ready to head to Sullivan East, get ready for the broadcast tonight. It's, yeah. And let's see here. Let's do this. There you go. Let's hit this right here. Verse today, James 1, 5, and 6. If any of you lack wisdom, he should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to him. But when he asks, he must believe and not doubt, because he who doubts is like a wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the wind. Good verse. They're all good. We need to pray and give our problems to the Lord Jesus. Our problems become his pathway for him to help us work our way through it. Excellent point. And not only work his way through it, but resolve it. Thank you, Lord, for caring so much about us. That's exactly right. We don't have to figure out life and its problems on our own. We need to remember God will give us all the wisdom we need if we ask for it. It's a good way to end it. Thanks for watching the show. Back with you again. Again, the buffet, $10.99 every day here for lunch. The evening dinner buffet is $12.99. 18 pizzas at any given time, 12 pizzas and 6 dessert pizzas, salad bar, 3 types of noodles, pasta, if you will. And so then you have on the other end of the salad bar, you got the pudding, the chocolate pudding. And so it's all for one price, $10.99 during the day, $12.99 at the evening. Every Tuesday's kids' night, $3.99 for a child, all you can eat with a paid adult. And so drinks included. Can't beat it, folks, for what you get here at Pizza Inn in Elizabeth. And out of time, we sincerely thank you for yours. Back again with you coming up tonight. Cyclone basketball against Tennessee High for the district tournament championship. We'll see them. As we always wrap up our show, we'll tell you simply, bloom where you're planted and win or lose. Be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 2453, 2,453rd show, live today at Pizza Inn in Elizabeth. And back at 7:15 for Cyclone basketball. So long from Pizza Inn